Hey, what's up guys? Kevin here. So in this video, I want to show you guys the differences between setting up an all mountain board versus your stance setup on a park board. So this is my park board. It's the Capita Horoscope. The reason that this stance is going to be different from the other board is that on this board, I want to be able to ride it in either direction. So in the park, for doing tricks, if you're doing 180s, 360s, coming out of a board slide switch, you want to have it feel like it's the same board riding either way. So the stance is going to be completely centered, and the board is actually designed too to be ridden in both directions. And my all mountain board is the Burton Deep Thinker, and the Deep Thinker is designed to be ridden in one direction. So it's got directional camber. There's quite a lot of camber towards the tail of the board, then it starts to rock her up towards the nose. So I want to set my bindings up more towards the tail. This is going to do a few things. The first, in powder, is going to give you a larger nose so that the board can float, and then also a shorter tail, which is great for carving or just doing all kinds of riding. You're going to be able to turn faster having a shorter tail with a longer nose. And the angles of my stance are going to be different as well. I'm not going to be riding much switch, so it's going to be more of a directional stance. So on the horoscope, I've gone with a pair of Union force bindings. So on my park board, the stance is going to be centered with the back binding at -12, the front binding at +12, and the binding width at just a little bit wider than my shoulders. So for the Burton Deep Thinker, I've got the Burton Malavita bindings, and this is the EST system, which integrates perfectly with the Deep Thinker snowboard. Alright guys, so I've got the Malavitas set up on the Deep Thinker. My stance angles, I got the back binding at -9, the front binding at +15. This is just going to allow me to ride much more easily in one direction, really steering with that front knee. I've also got both bindings set further back towards the tail, and that's the way that this board's designed to be ridden. It's got the camber towards the tail as well, so that's the sweet part of the board. That's where I'm going to get a lot of my power from. And then leaving a bigger nose, so if I do get to ride in some powder, that nose is really going to help me to float. So this is my all mountain setup. And then on the Capita Horoscope park board, I've got the completely twin stance. So the Union forces, they're set up the exact same. I got -12 on the back foot, +12 on the front, centered on the board so that I can ride it in either direction, and it's going to feel the same no matter which way I'm riding it. This type of stance is going to make riding just purely in one direction just slightly more difficult. So if you're not planning on riding a ton of switch, then definitely set your bindings more towards your tail. It'll also make it easier for any kind of powder riding as well. And then with the all mountain stance, if you got your stance set too far back towards your tail, it's going to make it really awkward for riding switch. So something to think about when setting up your snowboards. You got two different stance styles. Each are good for different things. I hope that this helps you out, guys. Have fun out there setting up your snowboards. If you guys have any questions, definitely hit me up. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna pack these boards into my travel bag now. I'm off to Landgraaf, Netherlands tomorrow to ride at an indoor slope. So if you guys are around, I'll see you guys out there. If not, hope you guys have fun snowboarding, and I'll see you in the next one soon.